poets and songwriters, and many poems written during World War I and II have been set to music and used in remembrance ceremonies ever since. Today, we will hear a poem by Siegfried Sassoon called Aftermath, which Sassoon wrote in 1919, shortly after the war ended. Aftermath, like many of his poems, has passionate expression of outrage at the horrors of war and feels pity of the young soldiers who sacrificed their life, none more so than his brother, Hamel, who was killed in Gallipoli in 1915.
Have you forgotten yet? For the world's events have rumbled on since those gagged days, like traffic checked a while at the crossing of city ways. And the haunted gap in your mind has filled with thoughts that flow like clouds in the lit heavens of life, and you're a man reprieved to go, taking your peaceful share of time with joy to spare. But the past is just the same, and war's a bloody game. Have you forgotten yet? Look down and swear by the slain of the war that you'll never forget. Do you remember the dark months you held the sector at Mametz? The nights you watched and wired and dug and piled sandbags on parapets? Do you remember the rats and the stench of corpses rotting in front of the frontline trench? And dawn coming, dirty white, and chill with a hopeless rain? Do you ever stop and ask, is it all going to happen again? Do you remember that hour of din before the attack, and the anger, the blind compassion that seized and shook you then as you peered at the doomed and haggard faces of your men? Do you remember the stretcher cases lurching back with dying eyes and lolling heads, those ashen grey masks of the lads who were once keen and kind and gay? Have you forgotten yet? Look up and swear by the slain of the war that you'll never forget.
Sassoon survived the Great War, but continued to revisit the trenches in his poetry and prose for the rest of his life. He couldn't forget his experiences, but feared that most of us would. He was right in his accounts depicting the sheer horrors of war, but was wrong about one thing: we will never forget.